Hey, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Onun. I film about mental health, emotional healing, and my Christian journey. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe if you haven't already. So let's jump right into the video. So today I'm going to be talking about low self-esteem, how to deal with low self-esteem. Why did I choose this topic? Well, low self-esteem is something that everyday people like you and me deal with on a regular basis, right? So I decided to talk about it. If you are struggling with low self-esteem, the first thing I want to tell you is that you are not alone. There are many people who have struggled with low self-esteem in the past, myself inclusive, and there are many people who are currently struggling with it right now. So you are not alone, you are not an anomaly, you are not odd, you are not strange. So please be easy on yourself. Please don't be hard on yourself. You are not alone. Quite frankly, I dare say that you're in great company. Why? Because there are many people that God has used to accomplish great and mighty things on the earth. People like Moses and Gideon. People that didn't start out with very healthy sense of self. They didn't think they were all that. They didn't see themselves like they were these stars, They had very small perspectives about themselves. They had low self-esteem. So you're in great company. It means that there's hope for you. It means that God can still use you to do amazing and incredible and phenomenal things. So please don't beat yourself up. You are not alone. The next thing I'd like to tell you, or I'd like to ask you to do, is to identify the cause. Why do you feel the way you do? Why do you see yourself the way you do? Is it because of something someone said to you while you were growing up? Is it because of some things many people said to you while you were growing up? Is it because of the absence of someone in your life while you were growing up? Is it because of trauma you've experienced? Why do you feel the way you do? This is very important information for you to sit with and introspect about. It's very important. It's not for you to go online or go around life, carrying it around, telling everybody that cares to know. No, it is for you. It is for your consumption. It is for your clarity. It is for your awareness. So please sit with it and think about it on you till you get an honest answer. Then acknowledge what this low self-esteem is costing you. What is the way you see yourself costing you? How is it impacting your life? You'd be very surprised when you sit down with this and you write it down. I recommend journaling, by the way. Journaling is, in my opinion, one of the greatest inventions of all time. But I'll talk about that in another video. So like I said, it is important for you to acknowledge what this low self-esteem is costing you. Are you in a toxic relationship because you think that is what you deserve? Do you think that you can't do better than what you're currently getting? Or do you constantly seek validation from people because you can't get it from yourself? Are you a people pleaser? Do you have the fear of abandonment because you think people can easily walk away from you, because you think anybody that stays in your life is doing you a favor, right? What is it costing you? To thy own self be true. The next thing I would totally recommend, right, is studying God's word. No, I don't mean it in a sappy cliche way. I mean it for real. This is something I would recommend with every fiber in my body. Why? Well, there's something that studying God's word, there's something that spending time with God does for you that almost nothing else can. What am I saying? That nothing else can. The more you study God's word, the more you spend time with God, the more you see yourself the way He sees you. It becomes mind-blowing that, wow, how would somebody this great, this sovereign, this mighty see me like this? He thinks I can do these things on the earth. He thinks I can accomplish these things. In fact, it overwhelms you. It consumes you. That, wow, there must be so much in me that I am not seeing. And this is not something that happens instantly. Something that happens, with every time you tarry at God's feet, every time you spend time with God. I would totally recommend it. It absolutely changed my life. And that's why I say I can honestly recommend it to anybody that cares to listen. Please spend time studying God's word. You don't have to get a Bible that you don't understand. You don't have to get a Bible that speaks a language you don't understand. There are many versions of the Bible out there. So please get one that speaks in a tone that you would enjoy reading. and begin to spend time with God's word. I know that that is not as easy as it sounds, but it is something that can absolutely change your life and absolutely change the way you see yourself. So spend time studying God's word, right? And then the more you spend time studying God's word, the more God will begin to drop things in your heart. Things about what He sees you doing in the future, things about what He wants you to do in the future. Write them down. Now, why is this important and how does this affect your self-esteem? Well, on days when you are not feeling all that, on days when you don't feel so alive, so active, so energetic, it will be very nice for you to pick up the things that God has told you in the past, because it will give you a surge of energy from the inside out that is unbelievable. Your heart is filled with hope all over again. So please, when you spend time with God and He begins to tell you certain things and drop certain things in your heart, write them down. Hope is such a powerful force, and there's hope that comes when you spend time reading the things that God has told you about your future. You will begin to interact with life based on where you are headed and what you can see, not based on where you are right now and what is happening right now. So please study God's word and write down the things that God drops in your heart, even if it is for a future time. Right? Another thing I would recommend is to stay in the place of your assignment. Yes, this has to do with low self-esteem as well. I've heard many people talk about how they feel like they don't have a purpose, how they feel like they don't have a calling. There's nothing like that. Every single one of us is important, even the people you don't like. Every single one of us, even the people that have hurt your feelings, every single one of us is important. Every single one of us is important. God doesn't create scraps. None of us are useless. What does this mean? It means that you have a purpose. It means that you have work on the earth to do. It means that there's assignments on the earth that have your name on it. It means that there's stuff that only you can do the way God intends for you to do it. So please spend time doing those things. The way this helps your self-esteem is that it would take away your attention from all the things you think you can't do, or all the things that you don't think are going well in your life, and it will keep you busy. You'll be too busy doing the last instruction God asked you to do that you won't be able to focus on all the ways, all the areas that you think you are deficient in. So please spend time doing your assignments. None of us is useless. Like I said, even the person you don't like. God does not create scraps. We are all important, right? Then focus on your strengths. Focus on the things you can do well. Focus on the things that are going well for you. Do you have breath in your lungs? Focus on that. Can you write a good essay? Focus on that. Can you make money by talking to people in 5 minutes? Focus on that. Focus on the things you can do. Can you do makeup? Focus on that. Can you sing well? Focus on that. Can you edit videos? Can you create content easily? Can you do vlogs? Because I think that is a skill, honestly. I think people that can vlog have a special skill. Focus on that. Don't focus on the things that you cannot do. The more you focus on the things you can do, the more your muscle for those things builds up, the more you're able to see results in those areas. And the more you see results in those areas, the more you focus in those areas, the less you have time, once again, to focus on the things you don't think are going well for you, the things you don't think you can do well. So focus on your strengths. Focus on the things that are actually going well for you. A bonus of what comes out of that is that your heart will be filled with gratitude. And with joy, you can draw out more things. You can draw out more revelation, more strength, more ideas to even flourish in the areas you're already flourishing. And who knows, you might even end up being able to do some of the things you thought you could not do. So focus on your strengths. Lastly, be patient with your healing. Please, healing takes time. Sometimes it looks like, oh, this happened so fast, I'm a lot better now. Other times it looks like, am I even getting better at all? Whatever the case, whatever your journey, please be patient with your healing. Healing takes time. The most important thing is that you engage with the process of healing. But as long as you're engaging with the process of healing, your healing will come. The timing, we don't know. But please be patient with yourself. Extend to yourself grace and patience, even as you begin to do these things I said. I know that some of these things are not the most conventional tips on how to deal with low self-esteem, but I wanted to give you things that have really helped me, things I have seen that actually work when it comes to dealing with low self-esteem. So please apply them as much as you can in your own life if you are currently dealing with low self-esteem. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, to share, and to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.